there, my name's Marcel, aka Artifact. I'm a drum and bass producer with a semi-questionable haircut. Anyway, today what I want to get into is why I love bouncing stuff to audio in terms of when you're a producer, right? I think that if you don't bounce stuff to audio, you're going to be less of a skillful producer in the long run. So not only do I think bouncing to audio is going to speed up your workflow like massively, it's also going to stop you getting in these creative ruts that you sometimes find yourself in. You know when you find yourself in that rut, you know what I mean? It's also going to force you to improve your sound design skills, and we want to hear good sounds, don't we? In this quick little video, I'm going to give you 5 massive benefits as to why bouncing stuff to audio quickly as possible is going to be not only advantageous for you, but also the honourable thing to do. Number 1, decisive speed. What I mean by this, you have to decide to bounce a piece of sound into audio at this particular moment, and you've got to rely on your brain to be like, yep, this is finished, this is how I want it to be, decide, go, bang, move on. Not only is this going to speed up the rate at which you work, but it's also going to improve the way that you quickly think on your feet and make decisions in the moment. The first few times you make these decisions to bounce to audio, maybe you didn't get the best result in the end, but by doing it over and over again, in the long term, you're going to start to make decisions quicker, and those decisions are going to be more on the ball. Number 2, visual representation. Now, why is audio waveform more exciting and sexy than a MIDI file? I'll tell you exactly why. When you're looking at a piece of audio, you can see exactly where the transients are, you can see where things go big and small, you can see even the left and right. So what this enables you to do is to take these little pieces of audio and look at the other pieces of audio and put them together according to what you see in the audio, and not just a block of potential sound, which MIDI is, right? Not dissing MIDI, by the way, he's an alright dude. So not only is this going to help you to see where things should fit or where things should line up together, it's also going to allow you to chop things up and arrange them in a more pleasant way, and you'll also be able to create new and different grooves that you won't be able to do just in MIDI, or at least you won't have that kind of inspiration that seeps in when you see it visually. And new grooves are always cool. When I make bass lines, I try and get them as cool as I can in MIDI and write them and make them wicked, but then I'll bounce them to audio, and then I've got like a whole new way of working with it, and then I'll do it all over again, and I'll be like, double times 2 extra super groove, what? Number 3, sound manipulation. Now, what do I mean by manipulation? Is this when you like sort of manipulate someone to make them believe that your sound is the best because your sound is the best? No. What I mean is, once the audio has been bounced into this audio file and you want to change it to something else and you can't go back, it's going to force you to discover new ways to process audio, new ways to pitch it, and you're going to want to do it in a quality way. You're going to have to find solutions which are going to do the job but also be high quality. And this isn't easy, but in the long term you're going to improve your skills tenfold. Well, I said 10-fold. What this is also going to help with in the long run as a producer, say you get some recordings or something and you want to like manipulate them in a certain way, you would have had much more experience because you're used to dealing with audio, and it's just a pleasant kind of work environment for all the colleagues at the office. Number 4, collaborations, right? Obviously you want to collaborate with as many people as possible, providing they have a sense of hearing, otherwise it's probably not that good, right? The problem is when you pedestalize people that have the same DAW as you, like the same software, you're pedestalizing those people, whereas you could have a much better vibe going with someone else just because they're not on the same software. But if you really master just getting good at bouncing stuff to audio and working in audio, you're going to eliminate this technicality, and then I wish I had some like money or cards at this point. Maybe I can edit it in. No, I can't be asked. That's going to make it so that the technicality is out of the picture and you can just focus on like the interpersonal relationship between you and the other musician you're collaborating with, and it's just so much nicer. And by the way, come on, collaborations are literally so much fun and they really help you improve. I also firmly believe you should collaborate not just with other producers if you're a producer yourself, but someone in the completely opposite sphere of the musical world, you know, a singer, a violinist, a tooth and throat singer, a Mongolian goat. And finally, number 5, processing space and stuff. Yeah, you got audio, you bounced it, you got rid of your instruments, you got way more space in it. Yeah? Alright, well, I left my cabbage in the other room and I think it's rotting, so I better go.